So everyone, it's great to see you again for this new episode, to be together.
Thanks for having me.
I mean, everybody knows you in luxury. You're the real guru of the predictions in luxury. And again, I'm with you in New York City, where you live. Just to say one more time, that you're a provisionist, you work for a bank, and you've written 2 best-selling books for luxury. One 7 years ago, The Bling Dynasty, about the future of Chinese luxury consumption, and more recently, The Future of Luxe, about the next decade of luxury post-COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So last time we were talking about the brick and mortar is immortal. Now there's one topic which I find very interesting, and what you say is that in 10 years, stores will be more and more compelling and will give much more opportunities in terms of entertainment and in terms of learning, on top of shopping handbags and fashion.
Right.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
I would say I'm hoping it's going to happen before 10 years time.
Yeah.
But what I would say is in the post-COVID world, you need to give me a reason to stand up from my sofa and actually leave my house and come shopping. So it's an illusion to think that the store post-COVID will have much to do with the store before COVID hit. You need a particular motivation. So I think there's an expression that American consumers use a lot, which is déjà vu, right?
Okay.
You can't give the illusion of déjà vu. You have to surprise and delight consumers. So I think that goes with a few attributes. First, uniqueness. You have to give the illusion or the reality that the products you're displaying, the experiences that you're sharing with the consumers, the layout of the store, the art pieces, whatever it is, makes that store quite unique. The other element is we've written about a third place. So the third place is not your home, it's not your office, it's somewhere that's quite exceptional, where you would experience things that you wouldn't see at home or you wouldn't see in the work environment. So one example here in Manhattan, outside of this Tiffany pop-up, would be Puma, for example. You can go to a Puma flagship on Fifth Avenue where you can race against Lewis Hamilton, or you can play football against Lukaku, or you can drink fantastic coffee. And it just so happens that, yes, you can buy Puma sneakers as well if you wanted to. But quite a unique experience in that store. You talked about education. I think consumers are very interested to develop, to become more savvy about some story or some brand, or just to learn. That's a great aspiration. And then entertainment. I think the interesting thing about luxury is you shouldn't take yourself too seriously. I think it's pretty obvious that people buy luxury because it's a way for them to change their outlook on life. It's a way for them, if they got up on the wrong foot, to have a more positive outlook on the world. And essentially, luxury serves no purpose but to give you that smile, to give you that positive attitude. And so if there's a way you can entertain consumers in a store, you've already won half the battle. It's not just about products, to your point.
Right. How do you see the human dimension of the importance of the human dimension in making these places more compelling in the next years?
Well, I think, again, the starting point is for sales associates to understand that you're there to have fun. You're there to be entertained. So you have to allocate time. You have to have a great power to engage, to understand actually what the consumer is living through. It's not just about developing products that you hope will sell. It's about understanding who you're exchanging with, who you're communicating with, taking into account her background to, again, adapt what you're going to say or what you're going to present. So again, it's about taking the time and taking the sufficient engagement to understand who you're dealing with.
Right. So does this mean empower the teams, and does this mean encourage their creativity, for example?
Absolutely, yeah. Because I think consumers come in different shapes and sizes, right? So there's no one size fits all, and there's no product that will be adapted to everyone. So you have to be creative. You have to indeed think out of the box. And and presumably, if you have great diversity in your sales teams, that will be the mirror of a great diversity in terms of the consumer landscape.
Great. Well, thank you so much again for sharing your insights on this topic.
Pleasure.
Excited to see you for the next episode.
Yeah, I'll see you again soon.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.